From the blue whale to the great white shark, we'll be taking a look at the history of their capture, the impact it has had on their populations, and why it's important to protect these magnificent creatures for future generations to enjoy. So, today in this video, we are going to explore the world's biggest creatures ever captured by humans. Let's start with the blue whale. Blue whale. The first recorded instance of a blue whale being captured by humans was in the early 20th century, during the peak of commercial whaling. Blue whales were hunted for their oil, which was used in lamps and as a lubricant, and their meat, which was used as fertilizer and animal feed. The hunting of blue whales was done primarily by factory ships equipped with harpoon guns. The first blue whale was captured in the southern hemisphere by a Norwegian whaling company in 1904. The hunting of blue whales continued to increase over the next several decades, with over 350,000 blue whales being killed by commercial whalers between 1904 and 1979. The population of blue whales declined significantly as a result of commercial hunting, with some estimates suggesting that their numbers were reduced by as much as 97%. In 1966, the International Whaling Commission (IWC) declared a moratorium on the hunting of blue whales, but illegal hunting continued in some countries until the early 1970s. The blue whale is currently listed as an endangered species and is protected under international law. Today, it is illegal to hunt or capture blue whales, and conservation efforts are focused on protecting and rebuilding their population. White sharks. White sharks, also known as great white sharks, have been captured by humans for centuries, primarily for their teeth, jaws, and fins. Historically, white sharks were captured by fishermen using baited lines, harpoons, and gill nets. The first recorded instance of a white shark being captured by humans was in the 16th century, by a British naval vessel. The shark was caught in a net and brought on board as a curiosity. In the 19th century, white sharks were hunted for their oil, which was used in lamps, and for their meat, which was considered a delicacy. White sharks were also captured for display in aquariums. The first white shark was caught in captivity in 1916 by the Monterey Bay Aquarium, California. However, it was not until the 1960s that the technology was developed to keep white sharks alive in captivity for extended periods of time. As the population of white sharks as a tourism attraction increased, so did the number of white sharks being captured for display in aquariums. However, due to the difficulty of keeping them alive in captivity, many of the sharks captured died within a short period of time. Today, white sharks are protected by the laws and regulations in many countries, and their capture is illegal. Their populations are also considered as endangered. Conservation efforts are focused on protecting and rebuilding the population of white sharks. Giant squids. Giant squids have been known to humans for centuries, but capturing one alive has proven to be a difficult task. The first recorded instance of a giant squid being captured by humans was in the 19th century, when a specimen was washed ashore in Newfoundland, Canada. Since then, several other specimens have been found washed up on beaches or caught in fishing nets, but these are typically dead or dying animals. The first giant squid to be captured alive was in the year 1861, in a fishing trawl in the Gulf of Mexico. It was brought up to the surface and died soon after. It wasn't until the early 2000s that the first live giant squid was captured on camera, when Japanese scientists used a submersible to film a giant squid at a depth of 900 meters. Since then, several other live giant squids have been captured and studied in Japan and other countries. These captures were mostly done by using baited lines and traps, and were typically done for scientific research. Giant squids are elusive and rare creatures, and their natural habitat and behavior are not well understood. due to their elusive nature and the difficulty of keeping them alive in captivity. The captures of giant squids are rare and happen occasionally. Also, due to their deep-sea habitat, capturing them without harm is challenging. Saltwater crocodiles. Saltwater crocodiles, also known as estuarine crocodiles, have been captured by humans for centuries. Historically, they were captured for their skin, which is used to make leather products such as shoes, belts, and handbags. They were also captured for their meat, which is considered a delicacy in some cultures. The first recorded instance of a saltwater crocodile being captured by humans was in the 19th century, when the British colonial administrators in India captured and killed crocodiles for their skin and meat. The hunting of saltwater crocodiles was done primarily with firearms, traps, and harpoons. In the early 20th century, the hunting of saltwater crocodiles for commercial purposes increased, as the demand for their skin grew. By the 1970s, the population of saltwater crocodiles had declined significantly due to hunting and habitat loss. In 1971, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora (CITES) listed saltwater crocodiles as a protected species. Today, saltwater crocodiles are protected by laws and regulations in many countries, and their capture is illegal except for scientific research, conservation, or management purposes. Capturing of saltwater crocodiles is done in a humane way, with the use of traps and lassoing. But it's important to note that capturing wild animals can have a negative impact on their population, and it should be done with caution and under the guidance of wildlife experts and conservationists. And finally, oarfish. Oarfish are a deep-sea species of fish that have been known to humans for centuries. But, once again, capturing one alive has proven to be a difficult task. The first recorded instance of an oarfish being captured by humans was in the 19th century, when a specimen washed up on a beach in Japan. Since then, several other specimens have been found washed up on beaches or caught in fishing nets, but these are typically dead or dying animals. The first live oarfish was captured in the year 1996 by a group of Japanese researchers in Suruga Bay, Japan. They used a submersible to capture the fish at a depth of 600 meters. Since then, several other live oarfish have been captured and studied in Japan and other countries. These captures were mostly done by using baited lines and traps, and were typically done for scientific research. The oarfish is not a commercial fish species and is not hunted for food. It's not considered endangered, but as a deep-sea species, it is considered as a sentinel species, and it's important to study them to understand the health of the deep ocean and the impacts of human activities on it. Thanks for watching our video till the end. We hope you learned something new about these magnificent creatures and the impact of human capture on their populations. Feel free to write your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring that notification bell to continue your journey with us. Thanks again for watching, and see you in our next video.